Title: Facial Aging's Key Factors, Volume Loss and Skin Elasticity Solved. Did you know that by the time you hit 50, you could have lost about 30% of your skin's collagen? And it's not just about wrinkles either. The actual shape of your face is changing year after year thanks to some deeper forces at play. We tend to zero in on the lines that pop up on our skin. But the story of facial aging? It goes way deeper than that. Two big changes are happening under the surface. We're losing facial volume, and our skin's natural elasticity is on the decline. These aren't just tiny tweaks. They're the main reasons we start to see an aging appearance, leading to things like sagging, hollows, and a shift away from those youthful contours. If you've ever felt like your creams and serums just aren't cutting it for the bigger changes you're noticing, you're onto something. They often can't tackle these fundamental shifts. But figuring out what's really going on is the first step to doing something effective about it. In this video, we're going to get into the science behind volume loss and why skin elasticity fades. And more importantly, we'll share actionable advice and proven treatments that can help you manage these changes and hang on to a more youthful look. We're not just talking problems, we're talking solutions. The unseen culprits, understanding volume loss. So, what's this facial volume loss all about? Well, it's not just one thing. It's a mix of factors that cause the support structures under your facial skin to shrink. Picture a balloon slowly losing air. The outside is still there, but it's not as full, so the whole shape changes. A major player here is subcutaneous fat, the fat layer right under your skin. When we're young, we've got these nice, defined fat pads all over our face, in our cheeks, temples, and around the eyes and mouth. They give us that full, rounded look. As we get older, these fat pads shrink, and some start to head south thanks to gravity. This is what leads to some of the classic signs of aging, like cheeks looking flatter or hollow, and temples starting to indent. But it's not just about fat. Our facial bones change too. There's a natural process called bone resorption, where bone tissue breaks down. As we age, this can lead to a subtle, yet pretty significant, loss of volume in our facial skeleton. This happens especially around the eye sockets, the upper jaw, and the jawline. This shrinking bone support means the soft tissues on top have less to hold them up, and that contributes to sagging. And while we'll get more into collagen soon, losing it also plays a part in volume loss. Collagen gives structure to our skin and the tissues underneath. When it breaks down, the face's whole framework weakens, adding to that sunken or deflated appearance. Finally, there's the tricky issue of fat redistribution. It's one of aging's little jokes. We lose fat where we want it, like our upper cheeks, but it can gather where we don't, like along the jawline, hello jowls, or under the chin. Studies have actually measured this, showing that total facial fat volume goes down over a decade. A bigger chunk of this loss happens in the deep fat compartments compared to the superficial ones. This deep fat loss is thought to pull the rug out from under the fat above it, leading to things like deeper cell lines. When your skin loses its snap, decoding skin elasticity. All right, let's talk about skin elasticity. You know, that springy quality that young skin has? When you're young, you can pinch your cheek and it snaps right back. Over time, that snapback isn't so quick. This loss of elasticity is called elastosis, and it's what makes skin look saggy, crinkled, or even a bit leathery. The two star proteins for skin firmness and elasticity are collagen and elastin. Collagen is like the scaffolding. It gives skin its structure and strength. Elastin, just like its name suggests, lets your skin stretch and then bounce back to its original shape. Now here's the kicker. Our body's production of these crucial proteins naturally slows down as we age. Collagen production starts to dip by about 1% to 1.5% every year, starting around our mid-20s. By the time women reach 50, they might have lost around 30% of their collagen, and this can speed up during menopause because of hormonal changes. Elastin production also drops off quite a bit after puberty. By middle age, our bodies just aren't making enough to keep up with its natural breakdown. So, what does this drop in collagen and elastin actually look like? Well, you see it as sagging skin, especially around the jawline, under the eyes, and in the neck. Wrinkles become more obvious, not just fine lines, but deeper ones like those nasolabial folds, the lines from your nose to the corners of your mouth, and crow's feet around your eyes. The skin itself can get thinner and feel less firm. Beyond just getting older, what we call intrinsic aging, there are some powerful outside forces that speed up the breakdown of collagen and elastin. Sun exposure, that's enemy number one. UV radiation directly hammers these fibers and is behind as much as 80 to 90% of the skin aging we can see. Smoking is another big one. The toxins in cigarette smoke mess with collagen production and make it break down faster. Other things like a poor diet, especially too much sugar, chronic stress, and even air pollution can chip away at skin elasticity. And of course, gravity is always there, constantly pulling down on skin that's getting less and less bouncy. Even everyday facial movements, like smiling or frowning, eventually etch lines into skin that can't spring back like it used to. The visible toll, what volume loss and elasticity decline look like. So, when you put together diminishing facial volume and declining skin elasticity, what you get is that classic picture of an aging face. It's a process with many layers. You might start to notice hollow cheeks and temples. Places that used to be full and round now look a bit sunken or deflated. Lips can lose their natural fullness too, looking thinner over time. Deep wrinkles and folds become more obvious. Those nasolabial folds, running from the sides of your nose to the corners of your mouth, can get significantly deeper. Marionette lines, which stretch down from the corners of the mouth, can give you a bit of a downturned or sad look. Crow's feet around the eyes become more etched in. Sagging skin is probably one of the most telltale signs. This is especially noticeable around the jawline, leading to jowls as the skin loses its tight contour. The skin under the eyes can also sag, sometimes making you look tired. The overall result is a change in your facial shape. Often, a youthful heart-shaped or oval face starts to look more rectangular or bottom-heavy as tissues head south, turning back the clock partially. Preventative measures, while we can't totally stop the aging clock, there's a lot we can do to slow it down and lessen these effects, especially with some good preventative habits. Knowing why things are happening helps us with the how. Sun protection is, hands down, your best defense against premature aging, especially when it comes to losing skin elasticity. Up to 80 to 90% of the visible skin changes we call aging are actually caused by sun exposure. This means using a broad-spectrum sunscreen with at least SPF 30 every single day. Yes, every day, rain or shine, even if you're just indoors near windows, because UV rays can get through glass. Don't forget to reapply often, especially if you're sweating or swimming. Wearing wide-brimmed hats and sunglasses gives you extra physical protection too. A healthy lifestyle is a huge player. What you put into your body really does show on your skin. A balanced diet packed with antioxidants, vitamins like vitamin C, which is super important for making collagen, and minerals can help fight off damage from free radicals and keep your skin healthy. Staying well hydrated by drinking plenty of water helps keep your skin moist and plump. On the flip side, diets loaded with sugar and refined carbs can actually speed up aging. Getting enough good quality sleep is also key, as that's when your cells do their repair work. Believe it or not, poor sleep can make your cells age faster, and it probably goes without saying. But quitting smoking is absolutely vital. Smoking constricts blood vessels, pumps toxins into your system, and directly wrecks collagen and elastin. Cutting back on too much alcohol is a good idea too, as it can dehydrate and damage your skin. Your daily skincare routine can also make a difference. Moisturizing consistently keeps your skin hydrated and strengthens its protective barrier. Look for products with ingredients like retinoids, vitamin A derivatives. They're proven to boost collagen production and improve skin texture. Peptides and growth factors are other ingredients that can help kickstart collagen and support skin repair. Antioxidant serums, especially those with vitamin C, can help shield your skin from environmental damage. And don't underestimate the power of regular exercise. Physical activity gets your blood flowing, which brings more oxygen and nutrients to your skin cells. It can also help lower stress, and stress itself can be bad for your skin by raising cortisol levels, which break down collagen. The science of solutions, non-surgical treatments. Prevention isn't quite enough, or if you're looking to more directly deal with existing volume loss and saggy skin, there's a whole range of non-surgical treatments that offer real solutions. These treatments are generally designed to either put back lost volume or get your body to ramp up its own healing and rebuilding processes. To tackle volume loss, dermal fillers are a go-to. These are injectable gels, usually made from hyaluronic acid, something that's naturally in your skin and helps keep it hydrated and full. You've probably heard of brands like Juvederm and Restylane. When they're injected skillfully, fillers can bring back lost volume in places like the cheeks and temples, smooth out deep wrinkles and folds like nasolabial folds, and even enhance facial contours or plump up thinning lips. You usually see the results right away, and they can last anywhere from 6 to 18 months, depending on the type of filler and where it's used. Beyond hyaluronic acid fillers, there are also injectables that stimulate your own collagen, like Sculptra. These work a bit differently. Instead of just filling, they encourage your body to make its own new collagen over several months. This means a more gradual and longer-lasting improvement in volume and skin thickness. For improving skin elasticity and firmness, there are several good routes. Topical treatments are still important, especially prescription-strength retinoids like tretinoin. There's a ton of science backing their ability to boost collagen and improve skin texture over time. Vitamin C serums are still valuable for their antioxidant power and role in making collagen. Peptides in skincare can also send signals to your skin to produce more collagen. Energy-based devices have really changed the game for skin tightening. These treatments use controlled energy, like laser, radio frequency, or ultrasound, to reach the deeper layers of your skin. This creates a warming effect that kicks off new collagen and elastin production and makes existing collagen fibers contract and tighten. Fractional lasers make tiny treatment zones in the skin, which triggers a healing response that builds new collagen and improves texture and firmness. Radiofrequency (RF) treatments, sometimes combined with microneedling like Morpheus, send RF energy deep into the dermis to heat the tissue and to get collagen remodeling going. This can be used on the face, neck, and even other parts of the body. Ultrasound. Therapy like Ultherapy uses focused ultrasound energy to get to the skin's foundational layers, stimulating collagen for a visible lift and tightening effect that appears over 2 to 3 months. Chemical peels, especially medium to deep peels done by a dermatologist, can also boost skin elasticity by removing damaged outer layers and encouraging collagen production in the dermis underneath. When more is needed, surgical options for more noticeable or advanced signs of facial aging, where volume loss and skin sagging are pretty significant, surgical options can deliver more dramatic and longer-lasting results. While non-surgical treatments are fantastic, surgery can address structural changes in a way that non-invasive methods just can't. Facelifter rhytidectomy is probably the most famous surgical procedure for facial aging. A modern facelift isn't just about yanking the skin tighter. It involves repositioning and tightening the underlying muscles and deeper tissues, called the SMAS layer, to bring back a more youthful shape to the face and neck. Then, any extra skin is removed. There are different facelift techniques out there, including the deep plane facelift, which allows for a really thorough release and repositioning of tissues for very natural and long-lasting results. Fat grafting, also known as fat transfer, is a surgical procedure that tackles volume loss by using your own body's fat. Fat is usually taken via liposuction from an area where you have some to spare, like your stomach or thighs. It's then processed and carefully injected into facial areas that have lost volume, such as the cheeks, temples, under eye hollows, or lips. This doesn't just restore volume. It can also improve skin quality because of the stem cells in the transferred fat. Nano-fat transfer is a more refined version that uses super purified fat for fine lines and skin rejuvenation. Neck lift, platysmoplasty, specifically goes after aging in the neck area. It addresses things like sagging skin, turkey neck, extra fat under the chin, and those prominent neck bands. It often involves tightening the platysma muscle and removing excess skin and fat to create a smoother, more defined neck and jawline. Neck lift can be done on its own, or, quite commonly, along with a facelift for a more balanced rejuvenation. These surgical procedures are definitely more invasive and mean a longer recovery time than non-surgical treatments. But the results are usually much more significant and can last for many years. The cutting edge, recent developments, and future trends. The world of aesthetic medicine is always on the move, with exciting new developments popping up all the time. The goal is to get more effective, natural-looking, and longer-lasting results, hopefully with less downtime. We're seeing constant advancements in injectable technology. Newer dermal fillers are being created with better cohesivity and elasticity. This means they can blend more smoothly with your facial tissues and give more dynamic, natural results that move with your expressions. There's also a lot of buzz around biostimulatory fillers like Sculptra and Radiesse. These do more than just fill. They actually encourage your body to produce its own collagen for gradual, lasting improvement. Some clinics are also looking into exosome therapy, which uses tiny cell messengers to boost skin rejuvenation and healing, often alongside treatments like microneedling or lasers. Minimally invasive procedures are still super popular. Thread lifts, for example, use dissolvable sutures to give a subtle lift to sagging tissues with very little downtime. Radiofrequency microneedling devices are also getting more sophisticated, offering better collagen stimulation and skin tightening. Technologies like high-intensity focused ultrasound, HIFU, also remain a popular non-surgical choice for skin lifting and tightening. There's a big push towards personalized treatment plans. Cool new 3D facial imaging and analysis tools let doctors and practitioners create highly customized game plans based on an individual's unique aging patterns, facial structure, and what they want to achieve. This is a shift away from a one-size-fits-all mentality towards getting more refined and harmonious results. The focus is changing from just chasing wrinkles to bringing back overall facial balance and harmony. Combination therapies, where multiple treatments, sometimes a mix of non-surgical or even surgical and non-surgical, are used together, are becoming the norm to tackle the many aspects of facial aging. For instance, using fillers for volume and an energy-based device for skin tightening can give a really comprehensive refresh. Looking down the road, regenerative medicine, including things like platelet-rich plasma, PRP, and stem cells, is still a hot area of research for facial rejuvenation. The aim here is to tap into the body's own power to heal and regenerate. Understanding the real reasons your face changes as you get older, mainly volume loss and declining skin elasticity, really helps you make smart choices about how to care for your skin and deal with these concerns. If you found this look into facial aging helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-backed skincare and anti-aging tips. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What are your biggest aging concerns? Or have you tried any of the treatments we talked about? Share your experiences and questions. So, there you have it. Facial aging is a lot more complicated than just a few wrinkles. It's a three-dimensional thing, involving changes in your skin, fat, muscle, and even your bones. The loss of facial volume and the decline in skin elasticity are the two main culprits behind the visible signs of aging we notice. But the good news is that knowing this stuff is powerful. By understanding these key factors, you're in a much better position to pick the right preventative strategies and explore the treatments that can actually help you look and feel your best, no matter your age. The goal isn't to look like a totally different person, but to maintain a refreshed, natural, and confident version of yourself. Remember, it's always a good idea to chat with a qualified dermatologist or plastic surgeon to discuss your specific concerns. They can help you come up with a personalized treatment plan that's just right for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.